yeah. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. We like to put in work and party in the hood. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. We like to put in work and party in the hood. All my friends so freaking beat, and you wouldn't even know they free. Michelle Obama in these streets, and Amber Rose on that beat. Work, 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 work. We got that 9 to 5, and then we go berserk. Work, 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 work. We got that 9 to 5, and then we go berserk. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. We like to put in work and party in the hood. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. We like to put in work and party in the hood. Look at her, she go. Look at me, I go. If you like my waist, we disconnected from my soul. I'm innocent, but my booty be acting like a hoe. Damn the way it go. I'm praying for it so light. Roll up like a tire. Roll up like a tire. We generous, we fire. We generous with that. We generous, we praise. That's why we giving all this life. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. We like to put in work and party in the hood. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. All my friends are pretty, they can smell good. We like to put in work and party in the hood.
Do you get tired of your misery? It's on repeat daily. It ain't gonna change over time. So relax and ease your mind. Have you thought riding with me? I'll take the wheel for you to see what would have been, what could have been. Let me drive a little crazy. 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 We bust a mission, clear your vision so your eyes can see. Be successful is a hustle, take his destiny. Stop the blame game, we stay scheming. In my downtown, they start believing. Have you thought riding with me? I'll take the wheel for you to see what would have been, what could have been. Let me drive a little crazy. 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 Crazy. Honeys wanna get with me. They see Ferraris and Bugattis, now they're on their knees. Stop the blame game, we stay scheming. In my drop top, they start believing. Let me drive a little crazy. Let me drive a little crazy.
Give it all you got until someone take you to the top so you'll become everything that you've been dreaming of. Baby, I've been in LA for too long and I still ain't found a place to call home. Ain't no fun in making it all alone. All this glamour at Grammy parties ain't the same. Had me wishing that I never got on that plane. Now I'm stuck in California, just trying to get to you. I might drive back down to Georgia and wait there for you. I seen the fame, baby, they can have it. It ain't got nothing on you. Now I'm stuck in California with dreams that came true. Now I'm stuck in California, and it leads me back to you. Now I'm stuck in California, I'm just trying to get to you. Took away my insecurities, replaced it with a bottle of Hennessy. Baby, I think that they all remember me. Mine ain't the same anymore. Sleeping on these hotel floors, thinking how could I have gotten this far? Ooh, all this glamour, Grammy parties ain't the same. Got me wishing that I never got on that place. Now I'm stuck in California, just trying to get to you. I might drive back down to Georgia and wait there for you. Cause I seen the fame, baby, they can have it. It ain't got nothing on you. Now I'm stuck in California with dreams that came true. Ooh. Now I'm stuck in California, and it leads me back to you. It leads me back to you. Now I'm stuck in California, trying to get to you. California dreaming. Now I'm stuck in California, and it leads me back to you. Now I'm stuck in California, I'm just trying to get to you.
Good morning! Welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to be back here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday morning to you. Thank you to everybody that's already in chat. I'll say hello to you in a minute, but I'm so excited to be back. I have missed you guys so much. As you probably know, I took a couple of weekend hiatus there for a little bit because my kids were on spring break. We had so much fun. I missed them so much. They've all gone back to school already. But I had so much fun with them. I was really excited. So thanks so much to everybody that said hello during those couple of weekends. Reached out to me on Instagram and YouTube and on email. Everything was fine. Everybody was healthy and happy. We just took a couple of week vacation in order to spend time together. So it was really exciting. Oh my goodness. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than we normally do on our live streams. I am so far behind on my Cotton Cuts stuff that I decided to go ahead and utilize one of our live streams to work on our Cotton Cuts project. So we're going to be doing clue 8 today of our Cotton Cuts project. I'm working on Piazza still. I'm not doing the Green Village one. I know that Sean is doing a Green Village and a couple of other friends over there are doing Green Village, so make sure you go check them out if you're looking for interest on that one. But this one is going to be Piazza, and then I also have our backing fabric for this Piazza. It finally came in the mail, so we're going to take a quick peek at that as well. So I'm just so super excited to be back. I've missed you guys so much. It has. Nancy says, good morning. It feels like it's been a month of Sundays since we've seen each other. I know, it feels like it. It really has not been, but it does absolutely feel like that. Let me hop into chat now. I've done something a little bit different here with my chat. I'm not using my phone today. I actually have a Chromebook that I borrowed from one of my daughters, and I'm going to try and do chat on my Chromebook, so then that way hopefully I can kind of have a conversation with you guys as opposed to looking over here trying to talk to chat. So we're going to see how this works, but let me scroll through real quick and say good morning to everybody that's in chat. Hello, good morning, Linda. Hi, how are you? Thanks so much for joining me. Hi, Kathy, Patty, good morning. Hello, hi, June. So good to see you. Sandra, I heard you weren't feeling well. I hope you're feeling better now, but good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining us. Hi, Brandy. Good to see you again. So happy to see you. Oh, look who's in the house. Lucas is in the house. Morning, bud. Thanks so much for joining us. I missed not having you home for spring break, but we understand why. Hopefully I'll get to see you again in a couple weeks. Patty, I said good morning to you already. Kathy, hi, Nancy. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Hi, Kelly. So good to see you. How are things going for you? Didn't you just come back from a cruise recently? We'd love to hear more about that. I hope that was a lot of fun. She said she's going to be working on more bags later. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Let's see. Hi, Chloe. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. So good to see you. Hello, hello. How are you? I think that's everybody in chat. If I missed you, please make sure you say hello in chat so I can see you. If you're looking to get my attention, make sure you do the @ symbol and then type in "so not an expert" so it tags me. It kind of highlights the message for me so it sticks out really well. So we're going to see how this works out. I've got the book right here just behind the camera so you guys can't see it, but hopefully it works out okay. You guys know my videos, they suck. The coloring is terrible. I've tried everything I can to fix it, but it is what it is. So we're just going to keep going with it. All right, so let me open up this thing first. This is our background fabric. Now, I already know what it looks like, but I wanted to show it to you guys. I'm really excited about it. Oh, a month ago. My goodness, Kelly, where have I been? Well, I'm glad that you're back. I hope everything went well and everybody came back healthy and happy. And I hope you had an amazing and relaxing time. All right, so let me get this open, and while I'm getting this open, you guys got to tell me, what have you been up to the last couple of weeks? My goodness, like somebody said, it seems like it's been a month. It hasn't quite been a month. These scissors just suck, don't they? Seems like it's been almost a month since we've chatted, and I have so many fun things to tell you guys about. If I can get these scissors to work, my goodness. We're just gonna pull. Morning, Terry. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Thanks so much for joining me today. All right, so this is our background fabric. It's probably gonna be hard for you guys to see on the camera, but I chose the black background fabric with the bugs because I just thought it was so cute. So cute. So that is gonna be our background for the Piazza Puzzle Mystery Quilt once we're done with it. Or the backing, not the background, backing fabric. So that's what that's gonna look like. So we'll get to that. Oh, looks like Nancy's getting in on a heist. Let's see if, there it is. Nancy's getting in on a heist. If you haven't already joined that, make sure you take care of that. I did change our notes here a little bit. I changed them around a little bit, and I might make them even smaller because I don't like the fact that they take up so much room on the screen. But I do want to make sure that you guys see them all the time. So hopefully, you guys will take advantage of that. Lucas says he started sending out applications for jobs after graduation. He has a graduation fair next week. Oh, well, Lucas, good luck to you. I hope everything goes well. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, buddy. Yes, thank you, Chloe. Chloe says it's very cute fabric. Well, thank you. Yeah, I love, it's like I said, you guys, if you guys have watched any of my Cotton Cuts videos for this particular fabric line, you'll know that the only bugs I like are the ones that are on fabric. So, all right, let's go ahead and pop this open, see what our Clue 8 is going to look like so that we can get started on it. Yep, get in there, get in on that heist, earn some extra thimbles. If you're interested in trading in any of your thimbles for prizes, make sure you do exclamation point prizes in chat. It'll tell you what's available to you. I didn't see any new faces in chat, so I'm not going to go through the explanation of what the thimbles are, but if you need an explanation, just let me know. I'm happy to help with that. Oh, look at you, Terry. 82,000 thimbles. Wow, congratulations. Wonder what you're saving up for. Okay, so things that have happened to me in the last 2 weeks that I am so excited to share with you guys. I mean, obviously I've watched a ton of movies, just an absolute ton of movies. And we'll talk about those in a minute. One of the other things I did was, I mentioned this once last year, but my family and I go in on I'm purchasing a cow, half a cow for meat, because it turns out that the pricing to do something like that, buying it direct from a farm as opposed to through the store, is just, the pricing is just astronomical. I think we have figured it out, and we paid like $4 a pound for beef. It was just unbelievable. So we just recently did that. So that was really exciting. This time we opted for, the last time we opted for a quarter of a cow, and this time we did a half a cow so that it lasts us a little bit longer. Some of the cuts are a little bit different than they were last time, and that's okay. But the meat is so good. Oh my gosh, so good. If you guys have the opportunity, I know it's a little bit of an investment, and it's a big chunk of change in the beginning, but it saves you a ton of money in the long run. So if you are able to do something like that, if you have a local farmer, take a look at it. I strongly encourage you to do it. You're going to save yourself a ton of money in the long run. The flavor and the textures and everything else is just so much better. It's really worth every penny and every minute of it, for sure. Saving for the car, Danny. Jerry, there is no car. I'm telling you, there is no car. Lucas seems to think there is, but there is no car. Good morning, Melina. Hi, how are you? It's so good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining us today. Okay, so we got the new cow. We got the cow. My freezers are now stocked full of beef, which is amazing, and it's so yummy, yummy, yummy. Like I said, I've watched a ton of movies the last couple of weeks. The girls and I celebrated their birthday. They turned 20 years old on the 21st. So their golden birthdays are next year. We're really excited about that. We're already planning for it. But they turned 20 this year, so we celebrated with them. We took them out for dinner before they went back to school. We did some hibachi dinner, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. That was a lot of fun. We do that every year. It's super, super expensive, but that's why we only do it once a year. I save up all year long for that. Hi, Nomi. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining me. Happy Sunday morning to you. I hope you are doing well. So we did the hibachi grill. We spent some time with the girls. Oh gosh, I had so much fun. I was not in here at all. I did absolutely nothing quilting or sewing related whatsoever. I did help, my daughter did help me set up the Chromebook, so then things can work a little bit better there, but otherwise, I did nothing in here at all. In fact, I had to reset this entire room this morning because I had actually, after my very last live stream, I had reset the room to a bedroom for my daughter so that she could have, because this is her bedroom, so then that way she could have the space to herself. So I had reset the entire room as a bedroom. And so then this morning I got up early and I had to reset the whole room again so that it could look like my sewing studio once again, which is really not that bad. I mean, obviously I've told you guys before, my sewing cabinet here, it all kind of folds up and it just looks like an armoire. So I went ahead and did that for her so then that way she had a little bit more floor space, and I redid the office area, which right behind the camera is an little office area I've got set up. So I redid that for her so she had some desk space that she could work with. But otherwise I didn't really move too much around. Obviously I had to take all the lights down. I have a bunch of lights in this room that I took all those down so they weren't in the way, but that was about it for right now. Chloe, congratulations on winning that heist. That's really exciting. And Terry says, I know, I'll have to set up for some fat quarters. Well, you know, there's fat quarters, there's notions, you're going to have some guest appearances, things like that you can get in on. Oh, Brandy says she's getting ready to drive, so no, she doesn't mean to ignore anybody. Oh, Brandy, don't you worry about it. We're just glad that you're here with us, hon. Don't you worry. No need to worry about that at all. Okay, so clue 8. Let's chat about clue 8 here for a minute. Let me go ahead and pull this out. See what we've got going on here. So if you're not familiar with Cotton Cuts, I mean, most people are, but if you're not, Cotton Cuts is basically, it's a type of a block of the month club, but instead of it being a block of the month, it's pieces. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And they call it a puzzle mystery quilt. And the reason for that is because you really have no idea what the quilt is going to look like as you're building these pieces. Now, I've got clues 1 through 7 right here, and I actually have a playlist on my channel for clues 1 through 7, so you can check those out, see what all those different pieces look like. And today we're going to be making clue 8. Clue 8 is going to consist of 2 sections. Each section is going to be 4 pieces, so that'll be a lot of fun. So what Cotton Cuts does is every month they send you this cute little package. there's something stuck in my throat. Sorry. They send you this cute little package of pre-cut fabrics in the colorway that you have chosen at the beginning. And then they send you the instructions on how to put those pieces together to make how to put these pre-cut pieces together to make your sections. At Clue 10, they give you the final reveal, which shows you what the quilt will actually look like. And so far they have been beautiful. I've made 2 of them so far. And they also provide you with the binding fabric so that you can put those all together. Oh, looks like we got some people playing slot machines. Make sure you get on that. That is the fastest way to earn them. Quickest way to earn thimbles. Looks like there's quite a few people that are losing some thimbles though. So sorry about that, Nancy. But better luck next time. All right, so here's Clue 8. Let me go ahead and lay these out. So if you guys have seen any of my videos before, you'll know kind of my process for this. I go ahead and I open everything up, and then I lay all of my pieces out based on my colorway. Now I've got the colorway sitting here right here. So this is fabric A all the way down to fabric F, and then my binding fabric. So I'm just going to lay these out real quick. Fabric E, fabric F, fabric B, fabric A, B. Let me just lay these out. Let's see, D. Wow, lots of pieces this month. Lots and lots of pieces, which is always good. Makes things go pretty fun. All right. We also have our Cotton Cuts Black of the Month. Cotton Cuts send us a new Black of the Month every month. I've been hanging on to these. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I'm going to figure out something to do with them. So for right now, they'll go in there. And then we have our instruction sheet for Clue 8. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Hi, Lucy. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us today. It's so good to see you. So happy. So great to see everybody. I have missed you all so very, very much. Okay, so Hibachi Grill. I was telling you guys, we went to dinner with we took my kids to dinner for Hibachi Grill, which for those of you not familiar with it, you'll have to Google it. It's just the coolest thing in the world. It is one of those like flat top grills where they actually like cook the food, you know, like you sit around the flat top and they cook the food right in front of you, and they do like this little show, you know, where they flip things up into their hat and they make little choo-choo trains, things like that. So much fun. But not only is it super fun, the food is fantastic. It is so, so, so good. It was amazing. We had so much fun. It is extremely expensive, but it's worth every penny. And that's why, like I said, I save up for it every year. And then I take the girls for their birthdays. All right. So lots and lots of fun today. Section 8A. Right off the bat, let's see what we got. Join a small triangle E to a small triangle D and make 8. Small triangle E, which is the black bug fabric, which is going to be our backing fabric later on. And a small triangle D, which is this weird, it's got a chevron almost. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? I love this fabric line. I absolutely love this fabric line. It's called Kaleidoscope by Michael Miller. It is so gorgeous. It is just right up my alley. These bright bold colors. So much fun. Okay, so I need 8. So it's the bugs. This one here. And this one here. So let me pull out the 8 pieces real quick. So what have you guys been up to the last 2 weeks? Nobody's told me. Did you take vacation like I did? I know a lot of kids are on spring break right now, so if you have kids, I'm sure that you had to take care of some of that. Did you do anything fun? Have any vacations? Go anywhere exciting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many new projects did you finish up? My goodness, you guys are probably way ahead of all your projects than I am. I'm so far behind. I have so many projects that I'm working on. Oh my gosh, just so many that we need to catch up on. 5, 6, Yes. Okay. All right, so these two now have to go together. So these are going to be making half square triangles. So to do that, we're going to take the two pieces, we're going to put the long edges together. Again, Cotton Cuts has cut everything with just crazy precision. And they've trimmed off all the corners for us so that when we put everything together, we actually don't have to trim any of the dog ears. You'll see the corners are all cut on the triangles. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but all the corners are cut, which makes it super easy. I'm actually going to flip my pressure foot here. I have found that with the Cotton Cut stuff, it is easier if I use my guided 1/4 inch pressure foot as opposed to just a standard 1/4 inch. I don't know, it just makes things a little bit faster for me. I don't have to pay too much attention. All right. Now with the triangle pieces, sometimes the machine likes to eat up the corners. I do have some leader pieces down here in the corner in one of my little baskets that I can pull out if I need to. Basically all the leader is, it's just a little 1-inch piece of fabric that you roll under the machine before you put your triangles in, and it just kind of gets the machine moving. I have found if I start with my needle down, that usually seems to do the trick as well, but we're going to see how it goes. All right, and we are off to the races. Quilting in the Country, good morning. Welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you before. Hello, how are you? Thanks so much for joining us today. I don't think I've seen your name in chat before. Maybe I've just missed it, and if so, I apologize. Good morning. Let us know what you're working on. Are you working on a Cotton Cuts project as well? Maybe Piazza, maybe Village Green? Let us know. Chloe says, I'm behind with my project. I'll be working on some blocks for the swap that I need to get mailed. Chloe, that sounds like a lot of fun, a block swap. I might do something like that here soon. I need to think it through a little bit more. I know I teased you guys with it last year, but I just couldn't come up with anything on the fly. One of these days I'll get to be more organized. Someday. Someday. Oh, looks like Lucas has removed the crossbones from the slot games and he's increased the max bet for you guys. So if you're interested in playing the slots, make sure you get in on that. That means the guaranteed winners for almost everything. Getting those thimbles raised. All of my prizes are completely restocked. I've got a bunch of fat quarters to go through and a bunch of notions as well. So if you're ready to trade in any of your thimbles, make sure you do exclamation point redeem or do exclamation point prizes first to figure out which prize you want, and then do exclamation point redeem in chat. And Lucas can help you redeem those prizes, and we'll get those in the mail to you. I mail them off once a month. Try and save myself a little bit on shipping charges. You can only redeem one type of prize each live stream, so make sure you choose wisely. I have to ask, have any of you seen the new special on Amazon Prime called Daisy Jones and the Six? Have any of you seen this yet? Because if you haven't, you totally need to. The main character is actually Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Lisa Marie's daughter. Riley Keough, I think is her name. Excellent. She did a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. The other lead guy, I can't for the life of me remember his name at the moment, but he plays Riddick in the Hunger Games. Excellent, excellent actor. I love everything he does. And the whole show is just, it was so incredible to watch. Absolutely incredible. I 100% recommend it. There's 10 episodes total. They release 2 episodes a week for 5 weeks, and now they're completely done. They released the last 2 episodes on Friday. They were fantastic. The thing that I liked and also didn't like about it is they didn't leave you on a cliffhanger. I will tell you that. I'm not going to ruin anything for you, but I will tell you they did not leave you on a cliffhanger. And I don't know that they really left enough room for a second season if they wanted to do a second season. So we'll have to wait and see. But all right, that is the 8 pieces all sewn up together. So now we're going to go ahead and press these. With Cotton Cut stuff, I like to sew each piece and then press it right away because I find that it lays a little bit better after each step. You don't have to do that. It's completely up to you. That's just something I like to do. It's just something I like to do. Now, Cotton Cuts gives you pressing instructions. In this case, they want us to press it towards the E fabric, which is my bug fabric. So I'm just going to be real careful with these triangles. I don't want to stretch anything. Oh, geez. Somebody said, wow, Lucas, what did you win? Oh, my God. Lucas, how did you win 10,000 thimbles? He won a fat quarter. My gosh, that kid, I swear, he has all the luck. I swear he has all the luck. My goodness. Well, congrats to you, bud. Jeez, he won a fat quarter. Oh my gosh, Terry did too. Wow. Wow, look at that. Congratulations to you both. That is huge. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. You both just won a fat quarter right off the bat. That is so cool. Well, congratulations to you both. All right, let's get these all pressed up together. So like I was saying, I like to press these right away. That way they lay nice and flat for the next steps. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just finger press them if you prefer. But I actually like to give them nice hard presses. Lucas says I'm going for the car. There is no car! Or did you say, or is that a typo, Lucas? Did you actually mean cat? Jerry says, no, I will go sit on some thimbles. Oh, well. Uh-oh, Lucas says he's putting those crossbones back, so be careful. That means that you can now actually lose ed slots, so just be careful with that. So anyway, did anybody see that? Has anybody seen Daisy Jones and the Six on Amazon Prime? What did you think of it? I loved all the music. Oh my gosh, the music was so cool. They had some original music. They had a bunch of covers from the old 70s music. It was so much fun. So much fun. We talked about the cat. The thimbles is for the car. Hi, Dawn. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. She said she was worried she wasn't going to make this stream. Oh, no, Dawn. I hope everything's going okay for you. We're back. Yay, we're back. I'm so excited. I've missed you guys so much. All right. Step 1. It's completed. All right, it says we're going to set 4 of these aside. So I'm going to go ahead and take 4 of these and set them aside for now. And then it says join a C square to the right of the step 1 unit. This one here. And we're going to make 4. Jerry says I'll go get a sandwich and control myself. All right. Let's go ahead and put these together now. I hope everyone is doing well. There we go. Sandra, I heard you weren't feeling very well. I hope that things are going better for you now. I know there's some stuff going around. You might hear me sounding a little bit nasally, and that is my allergies with the spring weather slowly arriving here in the area. It's like it teases us. It's like it's beautiful for like 2 days, and then it goes back to cold and snow. It's just, you know, March is really just a crapshoot in my area. But with everything starting to pop up, all the blooms and the trees and stuff, my allergies are going just absolutely berserk. Which they usually do around this time of the year anyway. That's why I'm a little nasally, a little sneezy. Yesterday it was snowing here. It's just so crazy. I'm up here in northern Illinois, southwest suburb of Chicago. You guys can see I represent Illinois on the back wall there. In fact, they just this particular fabric is from the Illinois Shop Hop. They have an exclusive fabric that they create. Terry says she gets the village green. Oh, that's exciting, Terry. Make sure you check out Sean's channel, because he's doing the village green over there, so make sure you check him out. Good morning, Cat Stardust. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. She says, woo, I made it. Yes, she did. I'm so excited to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, Terry, I have allergies 12 months out of the year as well, but I will tell you the spring and the fall are the two worst times of the year for me. I take allergy meds all year long, but spring and the fall are the worst. That's usually when I have to like triple up on my allergy meds, and even then it's usually doesn't help. Good morning, Cat Stardust. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to see you here today. Melina says she stopped getting them because she wasn't keeping up with them. Yeah, I can understand that. I did not sign up for the Village Green one. I've got a lot kind of going on in the background here that I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep up with that one. So I was doing 2 at a time there for a little while, and it just became too much. So that's why I skipped to Village Green, and I'm only working on Piazza. And then whatever comes after Village Green, I will probably join. We'll have to kind of wait and see how things go. Go. All right, so that is already step 2, section 8A. And we're going to set these aside for right now as well. So I'm going to set those in over here. Melina says she still hasn't finished Olympia. Oh my goodness. You are far behind. I did finish Olympia, and I did finish So Sweet. Well, I take that back. I didn't finish So Sweet. I still have to put the binding on my So Sweet. I have it actually in this bin down here on the floor, but I haven't put the binding on it yet. Wow, look at that, Cat Stardust. You already have 15,000 thimbles. That is fantastic. Congratulations. All right, join a small triangle B to a small triangle E and make 4. Small triangle B is my bug fabric on a white background, which is a lot of fun. And then fabric E is my black fabric with the bugs. So that's kind of neat. We're going to put the 2 bug fabrics together. We need to make 4. June's reminding everybody to please leave a thumbs up. Yep. Make sure you tickle that like button. It likes it. It sure likes it. Yep, Lori, I agree with you. Yeah, Lori says she set out on Village Green because she had too much to finish up. Absolutely. That's kind of where I'm at. I've got a lot of bigger projects that I've got working on that I'm going to bring on our live streams because I need the time to work on them in the next couple of weeks. But we've got 2 full-size projects going on our live streams, and then I've got a couple of other ones that run in the background that I'm probably going to bring onto my lives. They're going to be a lot of fun. Uh-oh. I think that is a problem among all quilters, is that we have way too many projects that we're working on. Not enough time to work on them all. And as you guys know, I am a weekend warrior. I don't do a whole lot of quilting during the week. I do have a full-time job I have to maintain, unfortunately. So I do all my stuff on the weekends, and especially when in the spring with everybody's birthdays and family stuff going on, the spring is a really difficult time of the year for me to work on my hobbies. But I try to do what I can. Try to do what I can. There we go. Patty, I heard that Laurelyn is still not feeling well. Yeah, I've been following her on Mom and Pop's Pull Shop on Facebook, and they've been providing regular updates. I really hope that she turns around. Yeah. Patty, that's a great idea. She says if you haven't already, go check out her channel where they made a hanging in their wall hanging and post a picture of their Facebook group as a way of letting her know that we're all thinking about her. That is an excellent, excellent idea. Speaking of Facebook, I know that Streamlabs has already reminded you guys, but if not, I will do so. We do have a Facebook and an Instagram account. If you're interested in following either one of those, you can do exclamation point links in chat. It'll give you links to both. You can go follow us there. I've been trying to make a better effort of posting more on our Instagram. I'm going to keep trying. You know, social media is not really my thing, but I'm going to keep trying. B is the white one. Dawn says she's lurking. No worries, Dawn. We appreciate you being here. Terry says, making that wall hanging was so fun, and now I have a reminder to myself to always endure. Oh, wow, that's really good. I might have to go check that out. All right. I'm just pressing these pieces towards the B fabric as the instructions indicated. Yes, Patty, I agree. I'm sure she is. Laurelyn is feeling all that love. I know that they've been, I don't know if she's been seeing the posts or not, but I know that they've been passing along that information to her for sure. We all hope that she feels better soon. All right, so step 4 says we're going to be taking a step unit 1, which is these pieces we set aside earlier. We're going to be taking those 4 and we're going to be adding them to the pieces we just made here. We're going to make sure that the E fabrics are meeting in the middle. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if my machine's going to work with me today. It does not like these seams sometimes. That one worked out okay. Let's see if I can get the rest of them to work. Oh. All right. Number 3. She was watching the live stream yesterday, but that's good. I'm glad to hear that she was able to watch it. That's great. Yeah, somebody said they're interested to know where they can find that the kitty go round wall hanging. I'm sure if you check out the Mom and Pop channel and you do a search for those two types of wall hangings, I'm sure you could find them there. I don't think I have a link for Mom and Pop, but I'm sure Lucas could work his magic and get us a link in chat for the Mom and Pop shop. Mom and Pop quilt channel. All right. Dawn says, I'm back. I was famished, although you probably couldn't tell that. Sandwich is in the tummy. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Dawn. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling that you're no longer hangry. I'm really glad to hear that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and press these. We are on step 4. We're just moving right along here. Usually these, each clue, I have the large one, and usually each one takes about an hour. And that's when I'm doing my recordings and things like that. So I'm sure it's not going to take as long on this live stream, but we're going to see how it goes. That's why I'm trying to take my time, go slow, drag it out a little bit. There we go. Terry says she's already made 2 of those cat wall hangings. Wow, that was quick. Is the Dawn says, is the PMQ mystery expensive? Well, Dawn, I mean, I guess it depends on your budget. This one is about $30 a month. 30 less than 35. I know that. This one is about $30 a month, and all the pieces are pre-cut for you already, so you don't have to cut anything. Obviously it includes the fabric. They're all pre-cut for you. It includes the binding fabric, but it does not include the backing. You have to buy the backing separate. So I mean, I guess it depends. I don't find it to be overly expensive for what I'm getting. I feel like it's a good deal, but you know, each person is different, and that's why I hesitate when people ask me if I feel like something is expensive, because it depends on your budget. It depends on what you feel is a good value. You know, for me, I think it's a decent value. I think $30 for the pre-cut pieces each month for 10 months. So, you know, it gets to be about $300, you know, which, you know, a quilt kit for a full-size quilt is, you know, these are 72 by 72 inch quilts. So a quilt kit for 72 by 72 with the fabric already pre-cut for $300, it's not terrible, at least in my opinion. But that's, you know, each person has their own budget, so it's hard to say. If the $30 is too much for you, Cotton Cuts does have other options as well. They have the gnomes. They're doing the gnomes right now, which Martha on Martha's Creative Life is doing the gnomes. They're so cute. You guys have got to go over and check those out. They're adorable. I really truly thought about doing them, but I just have too much going on to be able to add them to my repertoire right now. So, but that's just what I'm thinking. Thank you, Lucas. Yes, Dawn, I know you're on a fabric diet, but the good news is that the fabric you get is what you use for this quilt. You don't have any extras. You don't have any leftovers. You don't have anything that goes into your stash. So they send you the fabric, you put the pieces together, and so on. So, I mean, there's that to think about. All right, so we are on step 5 now, and it says we're going to take these pieces that we literally just made, and we're going to add them to the bottom of the pieces that we had earlier. Again, making sure that that E fabric makes a nice line all the way down. So we're going to take these here, and our seams should nest up because we followed the pressing instructions, which they do nest up really nicely. But yeah, I mean, I don't find it to be overly expensive. I mean, there's a lot of Black of the Month clubs out there that are $50, $60, $70. And to me, that's a little, you know, that's a little steep for my budget. But I thought $30 for the pieces already pre-cut. I didn't really see that that was all that unreasonable, I think. The fabric diet is what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm trying to do that as well. The only fabric that I've been buying for myself is anything I need for backing fabric. Because I don't usually buy large quantity of cuts for things, so I don't really keep enough fabric in my stash for backing fabrics. I usually only buy 1 or 2 yards, and you usually need more than that for backing fabric. So that's the only fabric that I'm allowing myself to buy so far this year. But I've only been buying that after I finish a project. So that's my goal for this year. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Dawn says I've fallen off the diet twice, but I'm still calling it a diet. There you go. There's cheat days. There's cheat days in every diet, Dawn. There's cheat days. Yes, great thimble winnings. Absolutely. Yeah, that is for sure. Patty says, I'm cleaning out a very large dust bunnies in my living room. I did some spring cleaning yesterday too, Dawn, myself. I actually cleaned out the closet in our master bedroom, which it needed it, seriously. And I cleaned out from underneath the bed, and I just kind of decluttered our master bedroom yesterday. It felt so good to do that, and I think I donated 9 or 10 garbage bags full of stuff to our local Goodwill. So then that way someone else can get a good use out of it. I try to donate as much of my personal belongings as I can that I don't use anymore. If they're reusable, then somebody else can enjoy them. We have a couple of thrift stores and Goodwill stores out here by us, so I try to donate to them as much as I can. I don't necessarily do it for the tax benefits, although if you do keep track of it, you can write them off as a tax deduction. But I don't do it for that. I just do it more because then that way it's one, it's not filling up our landfills, and two, you know, if it's good enough to be reused, why not give it to somebody else to reuse? Yeah, Sandra said, somebody said Sandra's been having a rough few days. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, now that we are on step 5, I'm just going to go ahead and press these down. I'll show you guys what we've got so far. Gosh, I'm going to say it 1,000 times because I say it throughout every one of my videos for this particular colorway, but I absolutely love this fabric. This is Kaleidoscope by Michael Millers, which I have become a really big Michael Millers fan. I love the brightness of the fabrics, the bright boldness, the small prints normally. I love the bright colors. Even with my So Sweet quilt, which was the blue one, the blueberry cake, even that one was really, really pretty fabric line. Don says, oh, the dust bunnies. I can relate. I have popcorn ceiling and recently vacuumed the ceiling. Ooh, popcorn ceiling. Yikes. Yeah. I can understand that. Yes, I do believe the dust bunnies have taken over my home. I am slowly working through them. I've been very, very lazy this winter and really haven't been on top of them as much as I should have been. And so now I'm trying to get more motivated and get my house into a little bit more of a semblance of an order. Okay, so this is what we've got so far for clue 5. Again, guys, sorry about the colors on the camera, but you can see what it looks like. There you go. All right, so we're going to set those aside for right now, and now we're going to be making a triangle. And we're going to be doing that by using the C fabric that we had here earlier, and 2 triangle D fabrics, which is this pretty fabric here. Love this fabric. So we're going to take a C fabric square, and we're going to attach the sides, not the long edge, but the short edges to the sides of this square. We're going to do the top and the side of each. So I'm going to go ahead and put those together. Usually I do these one at a time. I'll do all the tops and then I'll flip them around and do all the sides. Press them and then do all the sides. So that's how we're going to do this. There we go. There's one. We're going to be making 4. Thank you, Terry. Terry says it's very pretty. Thank you. It is. I love this fabric line. I'm just absolutely loving it. Last one. But I went through all of my clothes in my closet. I went through all my shoes yesterday. I went through all my knickknacks and all my dresser drawers under the bed. And oh my gosh, there was just so much. Right. Press this one first. The flu is never fun, no matter what strain of it you receive. Hopefully, it's not too terrible, though. But yeah, I do know the flu is going around right now. Hopefully you feel better soon, Sandra. I'm sorry to hear you weren't feeling well. All right. All right, so I've gone ahead and sewn the top on, so now I'm going to sew on the side. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to sew the short edge onto the square facing down. Oh. Sorry for the snifflies. Like I said before, I'm having some allergy issues. My nose has appeared to start running again. Just a second here. That's why I always keep boxes of tissues all over the house because of my allergies. There we go. All right. Flip this one over. There we go. No, Terry, I agree with you. I do the same thing. I actually buy them from Amazon. And when I say case, I mean an actual case of them from Amazon. Because like you said, allergies are no joke at my house. Especially when the kids are home for the summer, because both of my daughters have allergies as well. They have seasonal allergies. Taylor actually has the allergies the worst out of all of us. That poor girl. I don't know how she manages, but she does. And so she has the worst. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I have tissues in my house on the constant because same thing. My allergies are no joke. The good news is that none of us, at least so far, knock on wood, none of us have any life-threatening allergies. They're all just more annoying than anything. Taylor has a lot of skin allergies. So she, skin and food allergies. So she actually breaks out into hives pretty much on a regular basis. So she has the seasonal allergies, the runny nose, things like that. But she actually has the hives more than anything. It's kind of become a regular thing for her, unfortunately. So she's kind of used to it. We kind of got used to, pumping her with Benadryl throughout the years. Wow, no winners in the heist. Wow. Lucas says, well, if it's running, you better go catch it. That's what the tissues are for, Lucas, is to catch it. All right, this is step 6. Check it out. It's really cool. That is the triangle we have made with the pieces. Really cool. Okay, so now we are on step 7, which says we're going to be attaching this piece to a large triangle A fabric, which, you guys, this is one of my favorite fabrics out of this whole thing. It is this black fabric with these polka dots, but they're like multicolored polka dots. They're so cool. I mean, it looks trippy on the screen, and that's because it is kind of trippy in real life because of the way the colors are. It's really cool. So that's where we're going to be attaching that. Kelly says she's got to head out. No problem, Kelly. We appreciate you joining us. Thanks so much. It was so good to see you again. I hope to see you again next week. We will be back working on our mix and match. We are almost finished with that one, guys. The blocks on that one are coming right along. We're almost done with those. She says she's going to try and get something accomplished today. I feel you, hon. I understand. I have been completely lacking motivation lately to do anything. I was so proud of myself that I got that spring cleaning done yesterday. I was so proud that I actually did something yesterday. I've just been completely unmotivated. It's like I get up in the morning and I'm just like, I really don't feel like it. I'm not in the right mindset to do it. So that's probably why I'm so far behind on all of my quilting projects, because I come in here and I just kind of sit here and stare at everything because I can't really figure out what I want to do. And I don't know if it's just because I have too many projects going and it's overwhelming maybe, or if I just completely lack motivation. But either way, I am behind on everything, but I'm going to catch up. I'm going to catch up. That is my goal, is to catch up. Part of it, I think, is because it's turning a little bit nicer outside. So, you want to be outside enjoying the weather instead of stuck in the house. I don't know. That could be it too. Who knows? I always go through this, Hi, Tracy. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It is so good to see you, hon. So happy you're here. I hope you have been well. I've missed you these last couple weeks. I've missed all of you these last couple of weeks, not just Tracy, but. Hi, Vicki. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. It is so good to see you. It is so great to see you. We are working on Cotton Cuts Piazza Puzzle Mystery Quilt Clue 8. Normally I reserve these for videos, but I have been so far behind that the idea of recording and editing a video just seems like it would take too darn long. So I thought, why not just do it on a live stream? And then that way we can just get it done and move on. So normally my cotton cuts are videos, because watching me put together a bunch of these pieces can be kind of boring. I understand. All right. Look at the bot, Nancy. The bot must be being mean again. Somebody mentioned they need to hug it. Hugging the bot does usually help with your. I mean, it's not a legit thing, but it does seem to help with some people's luck. I'm so glad this is fake money, Nancy says. Absolutely true. And for those of you who don't already follow Mona on Mona's channel, for the life of me right now, I'm completely drawing a blank as to what the name of her channel is, but she has opted to start her own program similar to our Thimbles program. She's calling it Buttons, which I thought was really, really cool. So if you're not already a follower of her channel, Mona Did What? That's the name of her channel. If you're not a follower of her channel, make sure you go over there and check it out when she does her live streams, because you can earn buttons over there on her channel, which I think is so cool. I have not had a chance to get over there to check it out yet. She just started it. She started it actually while I was on my spring break. But it seems like it's going to be really cool. I have not gotten a chance to check it out. Hopefully I will get a chance soon. So I don't know what types of prizes she's offering or anything like that. I don't know what games she's got going. My guess is she's got at least the heist game going. Maybe she's got slots as well. I'm not sure. But if you do exclamation point Mona in chat, that's M-O-N-A, it'll give you a link to her channel. Make sure you go check her out, and then that way you guys can start earning buttons over there. Mona Did What? Yes, Terry, thank you. Good job, Nancy. I'm glad to hear it worked. Tracy says, I'm terrible with keeping up with schedules. Tracy, I understand. I feel you. I really do, because I have a terrible time keeping up with my own schedule. Honestly. Right now, the only thing that I can manage to stick to is Sunday mornings. Everything else is a crapshoot as to whether I can keep up with it or not, which is why I'm so unorganized and I never get anything done, because I'm terrible with schedules. I'm so glad my kids were never part of any sports teams, because I don't know that I would have been able to keep up with that, because I'm not that organized. So, all right, so that is clue 7. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh, Vicky said she was up all night with her back last night. Oh, Vicky, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am understandable when it comes to back pain. I have really bad back pain myself. I've had surgery on my lower back at least once now. And, you know, they've talked about maybe a second time. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. But, so I feel you. I understand how that goes. I'm really sorry to hear that. Step 8 of our section 8A says we're going to be joining a step 7, which is this piece here we just made, to the right of a step 5, and then add an A rectangle to the bottom. Okay, so first we got to put the pieces together. So this is our step 5. Let me see, like that. Okay, so we're going to put these two pieces together. This looks like these seams are not going to nest up, so we're going to need to be careful with that. My machine does not like it when the seams are not nested. I know that it was a lot of knots. we're gonna try. Okay, there we go. There's one down. Kathy says, really pretty, Danny. Thank you. I can't take any of the credit for it at all. I did not design it. I did not pick out the fabric. All I did was pick out the colorway. But thank you. I agree. It is very pretty. I can't wait to see what this one's going to look like when it's done. Where is my... Wow, Terry, look at you. 5,500 thimbles. Congrats. Bend at the knees. Yep. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that is definitely good advice when it comes to your back. You always, always, always want to bend at your knees. You never want to bend at your waist. Just same thing with lifting. You want to lift with your knees. So that means you bend down and you pick up with your legs as opposed to bending over. When you're moving from one place to another, always swing your legs out first and then stand up. So like when you're getting out of your car, you don't want to just like do like this weird lean thing. You actually want to try and swing your legs out of the chair and then stand up. That is supposed to help. Same thing when you're getting out of a chair, things like that. You want to use your legs to lift out. When you're getting out of the bed, you don't want to just kind of roll out. What you want to do is you want to slide yourself so that your feet hit the floor first and then stand straight up. These are all things I have learned over the years with a bad back. Things like that. These are all things that you're going to want to make sure that you're doing to prevent any back injuries. I get muscle spasms in my back on a regular basis. You just kind of learn when they're going to start happening and you know how to deal with them. One of the things that my orthopedic tells me all the time, my orthopedic tells me all the time, and it's something that I'm going to try to consciously make a better effort to take care of this year, is walking. He said that the #1 best exercise for backs and back injuries is just walking. Just a leisurely stroll for an extended period of time. He wants me to do at least a mile a day, although he said he'd prefer 2 miles. I have a treadmill. I have one here at home. I will be honest and say I have not been using it for quite some time, and I really need to, and that is one of the other reasons why I actually did my spring cleaning yesterday, was so that I could pull that treadmill back out and start using it again. Because I have found that my back, I seem to be having more and more issues with my back recently, and that's because I'm not doing what I need to do to make my back better. So Vicky says, I gotta pull myself up in the Explorer, I'm short. Vicky, I feel you, honey. I am 5'3", which is not super short, but it is shorter. And we used to own, my ex-husband and I had 2 Explorers. So I understand where you're coming from. And actually, getting in the Explorer was actually one of the times that my back actually went out on me. I was lifting myself up into the Explorer, and I didn't do it correctly, and it actually my back went out as I was trying to get in it, and fell to the floor, and then couldn't get it off the floor, and it was a whole thing. But so I feel you. I completely understand where you're coming from. Absolutely 100%. I drive a Rogue now. It's a little bit shorter than the Explorer, so I do have to be careful with it. But it is not nearly as tall as the Explorer, so it is a little bit easier to maneuver in. Vicky says she can hardly walk in the house. Her son comes and takes her food shopping. Well, Vicky, I'm really sorry to hear that, but hopefully you'll be better soon. But they do say, even though it hurts like the dickens when your back is bothering you, they do say walking is the very best thing for it. Just, even if it's just, you know, from one room to the next, you know, a little bit. I actually had kitchen chairs set up in each of the rooms of my house. When my back would go out, I'd have kitchen chairs set up in each of the rooms of my house, and I'd walk just from one chair to the next chair and then sit down and rest for a minute, and then walk from that chair to the next chair and then sit down and rest for a minute. And eventually, as my back started to heal and I kept moving around, eventually I was able to get the whole circuit of chairs eventually without having to sit at each one. So. Oh, Terry, that's funny. That's probably something I would have to do too. If it makes you feel any better, I have to use a step stool just to get in my own bed. Because we've got one of those really big, thick mattresses, and I actually have to have a step stool in order to get into the bed. And my husband thinks it's absolutely hysterical, and it really is. But yeah, it's the only way I can get in the bed is I have to use a step stool. Because I'm not, you know, super short, but I'm not tall either. All right, one more. One more, and then we're going to attach a long rectangle A to it. Oh, Melina, yikes, lost 1,000 thimbles. Sorry to see that, but that's okay, hon. Just keep playing. You'll earn them all back. See, look, she already won 2,300. So not only did you earn 1,000 back that you lost, but you got another 1,000 on top of it. See, quick and easy. All right, those are all done. So let's get those rectangles now. Excuse me. Hi, Martha. Good morning. She says stopping to say hello. Happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday to you too. Thanks so much for stopping in. I was just telling everyone a few minutes ago, we were talking about cotton cut stuff, and I was just telling everybody how you are doing the gnomes. And I had thought about doing the gnomes, but it turns out I just really don't have the time for them, but they are so cute. So I was telling everybody to head over to your channel and check it out. I don't think I have a link for your channel, though. Lucas, if you could look for me. Oh, nope, I do. There it is. Oh, no, I don't. That's just saying hello. I don't think I have one for your channel. So if Lucas can get that set up so everybody can get over there, check it out. You're doing the gnomes, and you're doing Village Green, too, aren't you? I think you were doing Village Green also. Oh, looks like Patty has redeemed a free notion. Congratulations, Patty, on redeeming that free notion. I will get that collected up for you and out in the mail to you soon. I mail those once a month. So we are at the end of March, so I will probably go ahead and end up mailing those. The gnomes are so much fun. They do look like a lot of fun. Like I said, I considered... I hemmed and hawed about it for a little while as to join in those, and I just couldn't make it work. I just have too much going on. But it's fun to see you. It's fun to watch you put them together. Excuse me. Patty, we will get you that notion. I just refilled all of our notions, so I have some brand new ones in there now, so I'm really excited to share those with you guys. So we'll get those in the mail to you. All right. Oh, sounds like somebody else has redeemed something. Looks like another notion. Congratulations, Sandra, on redeeming another notion. We'll get those in the mail to you. I might hang on to them and mail them in April, because I didn't really have anybody redeem anything in March yet, because we were, you know, we didn't really have any live streams in March. So I might hang on to those for April, but you will get them in April. That way I can save a little bit on shipping. But I'll at least get them collected up for you. Congratulations on redeeming that. Lots of fun stuff in that new box. Like I said, I just refilled the box of notions, so there's a lot of fun stuff in there. I've got marking pencils, I've got needle threaders, I've got thingamajigs, I've got thread jack seam rippers. What else do I have in there? I have bobbin holders. There's just the box is full. I mean, the box is just full of new notions. Lots of fun stuff. There's some thread in there as well from some boxes that I've received recently. Stuff like that. So yeah, every time I come up with something new, I throw it in the box, and you know, one of you guys can end up winning it. Lots of fun stuff. Terry, I feel you. I understand. It's okay. Surprisingly enough, I have not had to pull him out yet. But I'm certain that he will make an appearance at some point in time, because, you know, it's very rare that he doesn't make an appearance. It is very rare. Hi, Katie. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. Happy Sunday morning to you. I have missed you. I hope you're doing well. We are working on Cotton Cuts Piazza, Clue 8. We're just finishing up Section 8A, and then we have Section 8B to put together, which 8B is going to be quick and easy. It'll be a quick and easy one. All right. Let me go ahead and press this up, and I'll show you. So, want me to press towards this piece here. Now, the one thing I will say about this particular colorway, which I've told you guys before, I love this colorway. I love the bright colors. The only thing I'm not super thrilled about is the fact that it's so dark. There's so much black background coloring that it's going to be a really dark colored quilt. I can tell already by the pieces, but that's okay. I'm sure I will still love it. But this is Section 8A. So take a look at that. There you go. Brandy says 3 crossbones should win. Yes, Martha. Jack just likes to be part of the quilting process. That is absolutely true. Katie says she's cooking bacon, and I am absolutely with you, Martha. We are on our way. I love bacon. We are on our way, that is for sure. I liked the clover seam ripper I got last time. It was a nice handle and sharp. I think my blue ones are at least 6 years old, dull as paint. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Patty. I'm really glad that you liked it. I think that one was a notion inside one of my one of the Fat Quarter Shop boxes that I got. I think that was inside of one of those. I'm glad you like it. Poof, we're here, we smell bacon. If only it were that easy, right, Martha? If only it were that easy. So much fun. Only it were that easy. Very nice pattern. Oh, thank you, Sandra. That's very kind of you. I do try to give you guys, I mean, I know they're not super expensive or super fancy, but I do try to give you the best ones that I can find. Like I said, a lot of them have come out of the project boxes that I've received. over the last couple of years, although I haven't received any project boxes lately, so that's some of the notions are a little different. And I try really hard not to send you guys duplicates, but you know, you keep redeeming them, eventually you're going to get them. So this is the piece that we were doing so far. I think I showed it to you once already, but this is section 8. So we are done with that. So what I do for my pieces, and you're going to, if you're not part of this yet, or you're still learning how to do this, you're going to want to make sure that you're marking these every month, because otherwise it is going to get really confusing when you try and put this stuff together. So what I do, and I've shown this to you guys in my videos before, but I'll show it to you again. So I take a Post-it note. Actually, let me go grab a Post-it. Hang on. There we go. Ooh. I take a Post-it note and I fold it into 4. So I take it here, hold it up like that. Go, and then I take this piece and I fold it in half like this. Go. And then what I do is I write down the clue number. So this is clue 8A. And then I write down how many pieces it is. In this case, it is 4 pieces. So times 4. And then I take a safety pin, because then that way it doesn't come apart. Take a safety pin and I attach it to the top of the clue. So in this case, the picture shows that piece down there. So I will take this one up here through all 4 layers, or as many layers as I can, and attach it to the corner there like that. So now I have it marked. And then this piece, I have a Ziploc down here with my case that this piece will go in until I'm ready to start putting it all together. Terry, you said we should trade fabrics. They are too light for my taste, but these are too light for my taste, but very, very pretty. Are you talking about your cotton cuts, or are you talking about something else? Because, I mean, as much as I love you, hon, I'm not giving up these. I'm not giving up these. But depending on what you're talking about, I mean, I'm always willing to trade fabrics for something. Yeah. I've got a bunch of stuff we could trade out. All right. Now on to section B. Section B is going to be really easy. We're just going to be making some flying geese. That's it. Really super quick and simple. Now, you guys have seen me make flying geese 100 times on this channel. We've done it a bunch of different ways. Cotton cuts, because the pieces are already pre-cut and the corners are already cut up, it makes it even easier. So we have our large triangle center and then our small triangles on either end. So all we do is we take the large triangle and we attach the small triangle to either side, to the sides of each one. So, I'm sorry, the bottom. We take the long edge of the small triangle and we attach it to the short edge of the large triangle on both sides, and that's all we have to do. Now we do these one at a time, because then you're going to want to press them flat and then add the other side. So, now this says we're going to make 4. Oh. There's 1. 2. Washed and dried 4 quilts last night. They're ready to gift, but the scrappiness is happiness quilt is mine. There you go, Katie. Well, congratulations on finishing 4 quilts already this year. Wow, that is really impressive. I have not finished a single one. I have not finished a single one yet this year. I finished a bunch of table runners. Well, I haven't even finished them. I've done the tops on a bunch of table runners, but I haven't actually finished anything this year. I've been very unproductive. So we need to get better at that. But the good news is we're not even halfway through the year yet, so we got plenty of time. It's not a race. All right, side 1 is done. We're going to go ahead and press those, and then we will get side 2 going. These are going to go together really quickly. We're going to be done in no time. Oh. All right, that one. Doors keep opening and closing. Our house is very drafty, so every time a door opens and closes, all of the doors in the house, you know, they shudder. We keep a lot of the doors in the house closed. The interior door is closed because of the animals. We like to try and keep them out of some of the rooms in the house. Specifically the dogs, we like to keep them away from, you know, like the cat litter boxes in the bathroom and things like that. So when the outside door opens and closes, it creates like this vacuum effect, and so all the doors kind of shake. So my husband must be going in and out because I can hear all the doors shaking. 2 MSQ iris chains and 1 is a panel. Super fast sounds. Oh yeah, they sound like it, yeah. I was gifted a panel recently by a subscriber who they know who they are, and thank you for that. I'm just trying to, I was looking at it the other day, trying to figure out what I was going to do with it. I haven't decided yet. But it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I'm honored that they sent it to me. It's totally up my alley with regards to the colors and fabric, so I'm really grateful to them for that. Oh, Terry, I'm glad you're having fun. Is this your first one? You said you were doing Village Green, right? So this is your first Cotton Cuts project? And yes, they are a lot of fun. They truly are a lot of fun. I love the fact that the pieces are already cut for you, so you don't have to worry about any of that, and everything matches up perfectly. You know, sometimes there's a little bit of a, you know, an edge or something on something, but nothing too crazy. But everything usually matches up pretty close to what it's supposed to. And it's just a lot of fun that you don't really have to think too much about it. The instructions are super easy to follow. They do a fantastic job of writing them. Every once in a while there's a typo or something, but you know what? Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. But yeah, I have always enjoyed the PMQs from Cotton Cuts. I think they're a lot of fun. And they make some amazing, amazing projects. Terry, I got lots of pieces, but not a kit, LOL. First ever kit. Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you were joining in. I think Martha was doing Village Green. If it's not her, then I know for sure that Sean is. So if you're looking for assistance on how to put Village Green together, or you just want to get some tips and tricks, make sure you head over there. I know So Becca is also putting Village Green together. I've seen her do it on her channel before. And I think that Ian is as well, the Off Kilter Crafter. They're all doing it as well. So I am not, unfortunately, doing Village Green. I'm still working on Piazza. And then I'll have a couple month break before the next one starts up again. In the fall. Alright. Oh boy, Martha says my Village Green is a super secret project for my hobby. Okay, well, then your secret is safe with me. I'm glad to hear you're doing one though. Ah, Katie says her beach panel, her panel quilt is a beach panel. It's very aqua and tans. It's very relaxing. It sounds like the perfect summer quilt. Martha says she'll be happy to help anybody with the Village Green if they are struggling. Make sure you reach out to her. She would be happy to help you out. I'm happy to help as well. I'm just, unfortunately, I'm not following that particular project. So if there's a question about the instructions or things like that, I can't really help with that. But if there's a question about, you know, mixing, how to match the pieces up or tips and tricks, things like that, I'm happy to help there. But yeah, Martha, she'll have the question. She can answer questions more specific to the project if you're interested. Make sure you go check out her channel. I think Lucas set up a link for her channel already. I think it's !Martha. Go check her out. She's also doing those gnomes. They're so cute. So cute. Okay, guys, here is our flying geese, which is section 8B. There you go. There you go. Martha says her husband served 21 years in the Navy. Wow. Wow, that is so nice. Thank you to him for his service. That's really great. Obviously, he enjoyed it if he was there for that long. I can't imagine you'd stay in that long if you didn't enjoy it. Martha says your clues are so beautiful. Oh, thank you, Martha. That's very kind of you. I really can't take any credit for them, though. I mean, as you know, Cotton Cuts picks out all the fabrics together, and they just give you the colorways to choose from, and they pick out the patterns. So I really can't take any credit other than just putting the pieces together, but they are really, really pretty, and I do absolutely love this colorway for sure. All right, so let me show you guys what I do with regards to all of my clues. Just so if you're starting out Village Green and you're interested in how you want to organize it, this is how I do it. You do you. You guys can see I have my little totes. You guys have seen my totes before. I've got a bunch of them down there. I picked these up on Amazon. They were pretty cheap. They actually came in damaged. So, but anyway. So I just put them in here. So in here I have, this is my Cotton Cuts tote. Everything that I'm doing for Cotton Cuts I put in here. So I actually have two of them in here right now. I have the blueberry cake, so sweet. I've got my pieces left over from that I'm still finishing up. And then I have my Piazza. So these are all of the clues so far for Piazza. I just have them in a Ziploc bag. I fold them up and I put them in a Ziploc, and each one is marked as I showed you guys before. And I'm going to put my 8 ones in here now. Put 8A in here. And 8B. And yeah, they're going to get a little wrinkled in here, but that's okay because I press everything again before I put it back together anyway. And then I put the clues in the back. Like that. I do have an oops kit for both the blueberry cake and for this Piazza. If you guys did not see my Clue 1 video, then you will not have seen the oops kit. It's just an 1/8 of a yard of fabric of each of the fabrics, so that in the event that I, can't put it together and I destroy a piece or whatever, I can replace the piece that I need. If I don't, then I have an 1/8 of a yard of each of the fabrics to do with something else with. I also have one for blueberry cake as well. That one is over here. I have that one right here. Go. So I'm just gonna put my clues in here now. And then also the other thing that I like to keep in here, and I do this with all of my projects, is I keep my coordinating thread and bobbins is in here as well. Unless they're black or white. If they're black and white, then I just keep them in my regular stash. But if they're color specific, to the project, then I keep them actually in the bin I'm working with. So then that way I don't have to worry about it. Right now I have a dark purple thread that I'm using for this one. I had bought this purple thread when I did the Olympia, and I've been using it ever since, just to kind of keep it up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the thread out of my machine and put it into the bin here. So I'm going to do that real quick. Some pillows to match. Yes, you can do that for pillows. Now, Cotton Cuts does actually offer a pillow kit for the projects. In fact, we just got the email for the final width for the backing fabric. We just got that email about this one, and in there was an option for a pillow kit. So Cotton Cuts does offer a pillow kit that you can purchase. And it's basically the same as these clues. It's all pre-cut fabrics and you put the whole thing together. I did one for the Olympia, and I actually gave that one away to a subscriber. If you haven't seen that one already, look for the pillow kit for under the Olympia in my playlist. You'll be able to see it there. That one was a lot of fun, so you could see what it looks like. I think it was just a star or something. So they do have pillow kits, but yeah, the eighth yard could be used for a pillow kit for pillows as well. Yep. Yep, 100% for sure. The So Sweet quilt was the first one I had ever bought the Oops kit for. So I haven't really used the Oops kit for anything just yet, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to use it for just yet. My So Sweet quilt is completed. I just have to put the binding on it. That's all that's left, and that's what this is here is my binding for it. I just haven't put it on yet. But otherwise, the quilt itself is completed. It was quilted. I sent it to a long arm, and she did a fantastic job with it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's sitting over there in the corner. All right. So, there we go. And so now I will take this bin, and actually I will put it up there on top of my cabinet, and then it just sits in here in this bin all nice and organized until I'm ready to use it again. And you guys have seen me pull these out before when we work with our other projects. I have one for my mix and match. I have one for our tropics project. I have one for some 4th of July stuff that we're going to be starting here on the channel really soon. And then I have the 4th one is my unfinished project. I have a couple of quilts tops that I'm still not quite finished with yet, so I have those in a bin as well. But this is how I do mine. Yes, they did. They just sent out that email almost 2 weeks ago, I think, with the finishing, with the fabric requirements for finishing the quilts. So if you wanted to add additional borders, or you wanted to get your background fabric, things like that, that was in there. But there was also a link in that email to buy the background fabric for Piazza through them if you wanted to, which is what I did. I picked out the fabric that I was going to use. That I was going to use. I used the Fabric E on this color wheel, which is actually the black background with the bugs. That's what I'm going to be using for the backing fabric. And then I also make sure if you're brand new to Village Green, do not throw this away. This was your color wheel. This was your starting instructions that you got on your Clue 1. Do not throw this away, because on the back of it, it gives you all of your fabric pieces and the color, the letters that they represent. And you're going to need this for every clue. If you guys have ever watched any of my Cotton Cuts PMQ videos, you will see that this right here sits right here for every video, and that is because I need to make sure that I'm pulling the correct pieces. So I always keep it here. In fact, I have all of the other ones too. I have Olympia, and I have Blueberry Cake as well, or the So Sweet one for Blueberry Cake as well. But so I keep those in here too. That way I don't forget it, and everything stays in one place. So I'm thinking, so I don't have to worry about it. And Terry says, "Oh, Danny, do I have to shop for bins now?" Well, you know, Terry, that is completely up to you. You don't necessarily have to. You can just keep everything in a Ziploc bag. If you have a regular Ziploc or an oversized Ziploc, you can just keep everything in there. If you've got a fabric bag that you've made, you know, I'm sure you've made a bunch of those. You can just use that to keep everything, all the pieces together. I use the Ziploc because then that way nothing moves around. That's just how I do it. You don't even have to use it in a bin. You can just put it in a fabric bag if you want to, or one of these canvas bins or whatever you want to. But since you only get the pieces once a month, you want to try and make sure that you stay as organized as you can. Make sure you're marking those clues every time you get them. Because when you get to clue 10, the clue 10 instructions are going to say section 8A, section 2B, section this. And if you don't know what those sections are, you're going to make yourself crazy trying to figure out which ones are which. So make sure you mark them every month. That is the #1 most important thing. Oh, Sandra says that's one of the prizes I won was the Olympia Pillow Star Block. Well, there you go, Sandra. I'm so glad that you won that. I knew I'd given it away to one of our subscribers. I just couldn't remember who got it. I still have the quilt, but I did not keep the pillow top. So hopefully you've been able to turn that into a pillow and have enjoyed it. But this is how I do my organizing. I mean, everybody does organizing in their own way. This is just what I've found works best for me. It keeps me, because you guys know I'm not a super organized person. I'm kind of all over the place. So this keeps everything in one place for me. Like I said, if you guys have made bags for yourself, you know, the project bags, which I would like to do someday on this channel as well, you can use those also. You know, just put everything in the bag. And then that way you can have them hanging or stacked up or something or whatever you want to do. So. Oh, Naomi, thank you so much for that. Naomi says, after the live, please leave Danny some love in the comments to help the channel. Absolutely, yeah. Speaking of helping the channel, we are up to 400. I don't know if you guys can see it. There we go. We're up to 457 subscribers, which is just awesome. You guys know when we get up to 500 subscribers, I'll have another big giveaway. Usually it's some type of full-size pre-cut of some kind. I've got a couple of ideas on things that I want to give away for the 500 sub. So when we get there, you guys will be the first to know, and we'll have some prizes out for that. So if you have friends, please share with please share the channel as best you can. Like she said, the comments helps, the likes helps, all of that really helps out the channel as well. Don't forget our Facebook group and our Instagram. We're doing stuff there as well. Yeah, so Terry, I don't know if you saw me do it before, but yeah, so if you once you've finished your pieces, let me just pull this back out so you can see it again. Once you finish your pieces, let me pull them back out so you can see it again. What I do is I take a little Post-it note, okay, it's up here in this corner, okay, a little Post-it note in the corner, and I've got all of my section 8As pinned together with a safety pin, okay, and I've got them marked. So you're going to want to mark them. You don't have to mark each one individually. You can just mark all of them as one, and then when it comes time, when we get to clue 10, you'll obviously you can see it, and you can watch my videos for clue 10s before you can see how I do it, but I take all of my clues and I lay them all out in numerical order. It's a little crazy, but I lay them all out in numerical order, and then as I'm following the instructions, I grab from this pile, I grab from that pile, so I'm starting to put the pieces together. So you don't have to mark each one individually, no, but you do want to mark at least all of them together, which is what I do. I am not giving away my car. No, sorry, not giving away the car. No. There's no new car for 500 subs, no. Cat dust is now lurking. No worries. No worries. But yeah, so you don't need to mark each one individually, but you are going to want to keep them marked somehow. Keep each of the sections marked. You know, you can do it a variety of different ways. I mean, some people use individual Ziplocs for each clue. To me, that seems a little silly, but you could do it. I keep everything in one Ziploc, and then I just mark them as much as I can. Okay, I see the photos are a bit different. I see why you mark them now. Yeah. Yep. And be careful. One of the other things that I will mention is Cotton Cuts. Like I said, they're fantastic. They do a great job. Every once in a while, the photos in their instructions will not match up with the written instructions. So be careful with that. Always read the written instructions and follow the written instructions. The pictures are great. They give you a great reference, But every once in a while, one piece will be flip-flopped. So if you're not already, make sure you follow them on Facebook, because they have a Puzzle Mystery Quilters group on Facebook where they will post if they have a typo or they have, you know, if there's been a mistake made or things like that. They will post on their Facebook group that mistake has been made. Sometimes they'll even put in, sometimes they'll even send you updated instructions if it's really bad. I've had that happen a couple times before. You know, like I said, nobody's perfect. Things can always happen. So subliminal messages. But so make sure you're following the written instructions more so than the pictures. The pictures are great, but those written instructions are the ones you really, really, really want to follow. So. What did I miss? Oh, that's for a truck. If we keep the pressure up, she'll give in. No, a Matchbox car, maybe. Yeah, Martha, I agree with you. Yeah, it might be a Matchbox car. Or, no, my husband does make model cars. That's not a bad idea. I don't think I'll do that for the 500, but I might do that for another one. You guys gave me a great idea. All right. So anyway, I think we're going to end the stream here, guys. We have finished our project for today. Our Clue 8 is done. Yay. We have caught up, which is really exciting. Next week, we'll be back here. Next week, we're going to be working on Mix and Match. Boy, that thing has taken forever to get done. I think we're on like, I don't even know what I think we're on like 8 or 9. Episode 8 or 9 of Mix and Match, but we're close. The blocks are coming together. We actually need to cut our background fabric here soon if we haven't started doing that already. I'm gonna have to look. Half the time I don't remember where we left off because it takes so long to get back to it. So I usually pull a bin out and see where we're at. Check out my notes because I always leave myself little post-it notes of where we were at so I know where to pick up on. But I think that's where we're at, was cutting the background for the rest of the pieces on that one. So that one's gonna come up if you ever have full off one of your husband's models. Just don't tell him. Model car as a clapper? I don't think that will work real well, but I mean, I guess if we put a wood base on the bottom of it, we could. Yes, they will email you if they find any errors, Terry. That is for sure. They do. They're very great about that. Their service is amazing. But they do post a lot on their Facebook group as well. So if you are following Facebook, do go follow them. That is one of my strongest recommendations. Plus, you know, there's a bunch of other users on there that are working through it too. So if you run into any trouble or the instructions are unclear, or you just want to see what the pieces are going to look like, things like that, you can absolutely follow them there, and they'll see that too. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I think we're going to end the stream here. Thank you again so much for joining me. I truly have missed having you guys as part of my Sunday morning routine. I really have. I'm sorry that I had to take 2 weekends off, but it was well worth it because I love spending time with my kids. As they're getting older and they're going to school, they're going to be around me a lot less and less, so I'm trying to take advantage of spending time with them as much as I can. Next week, we'll do Mix and Match, and then after that is Tropics, and then after that, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do just yet, but I have a couple of ideas. We'll see. All right, guys, I am going to take off. You guys have an amazing rest of your weekend, an amazing rest of your week. I will see you guys next week. No videos, at least for the close little while here, because I've got too much going on here to be able to record them. But we'll get back into a normal swing of things here shortly, hopefully. And I will see you guys again really, really soon. Talk to you guys next week. Bye.
This is it, Another chance to lay it on the line. Here I go. There's no disguise and the truth will show in time. If I only get one shot, I'll give it all I've got. This is my apology. I'm sorry. And here on bended knee, I'm coming clean. I will throw away myself, what I used to be. This is my apology.